Hello everyone, how are you today? My name is Hassan Sheikh. This is my second discussion board for Professor Barr's English 112 class. For this discussion board, the professor has asked us to pick a critical lens that we've gone over in class and then use that lens to either pick a movie or a TV show and discuss it through that lens. For this task, I've picked the word illusion that was assigned to us this week. I have the meaning of the word illusion. I'm going to go through that first, and that is a brief cultural reference to a person, a place, a thing, an event, or an idea in history or literature. Excuse me. That, from what I got, was that authors embed illusions into their work or movies or stories to relate to the reader of maybe a social or a cultural thing or something of that sort. And back in the day, maybe it was easier to connect to your audience if you put something like the Bible or something related to something popular at that time. That brings me to the movie that I picked for this task, and the movie that I picked is called The Count of Monte Cristo. It was a book that was written by the French author, I can't remember his name, Alexandre Dumas, that's his name, and it was written a long time ago, but the movies, they've made two movies, to be exact. One was in the 60s or the 70s, I think, and the one that I watched was in 2002. And I watched it because it was a lot more better quality. I'm not sure if the story was the same, but I'm pretty sure it is. This movie, it has a lot of illusions in it, but one main illusion that I saw in it was that I felt that it was referencing the main character as almost a god or godlike person or something of that sort. So to give you a little background on the movie, there are two main characters. One is Edmond Dantes, which is the victim. He gets betrayed by his best friend, goes to prison for 13 years, comes back, gets revenge on his best friend and everybody else. The best friend, Fernand Mondego, that's his name. He basically betrays his friend because he's jealous of his friend getting the girl he likes, getting the ship that he wanted. So a lot of things built up that make him betray his friend. So the story goes that Dantes gets falsely accused by the friend of treason, and the reason is because he's jealous because Dantes got the girl and the ship that he wanted because both of them are sailors. And in jealousy, he tells the magistrate or the police about a letter that Edmond carried for Napoleon Bonaparte. That's at the beginning of the movie that happened. They had to go to an island to save the ship's captain, and he ends up dying. The captain didn't survive. But on the island, Napoleon is in exile, and he has asked Edmond to carry a letter for him back to France, which qualifies as treason. So he gets charged for that because his friend snitches on him. Dantes is imprisoned for 13 years at the island of Chateau d'If, and that's like an island prison. It's really hard to escape, but Dantes meets a friend, learns how to read, write, fight, escapes, and also gets the treasure of the Count of Monte Cristo, and gets that treasure and takes revenge on everybody. And then at the end, I guess reunites with his girl that he was originally supposed to marry, which she has a kid now with Fernand. Fernand ended up marrying her. So what my illusion, I'm getting on 5 minutes, so I'm going to talk quick. My illusion came out to be that the author or the movie or the editor, director tried to make Edmond Dantes almost like a Jesus type of character, that he gets persecuted, and then he comes back for and in and the movie's character comes back for revenge, but at the same time he's coming back for his family, and they make him look like God. He has a goatee, he has long hair, so it kind of reminded me of Jesus, and that's why I come up with the same thing where the illusion was that he was a god. They try to relate him to a god. So that's what I'm going to end with because I'm almost over my time. Thank you for listening.